Hi everyone, I am Apollonia Ponti, your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com, and I am your coach for you men to go confidently in the direction of the life that you deserve and to attract that woman that you dream of. And in today's video, we are going to talk about something pretty fun. And it's what women find attractive in a man. And the tips that I'm going to give you today, or the traits that I'm going to give you today, are things that I know for sure myself, I have, interviewing thousands of women about this, and also kind of doing a little bit of investigation work when it comes to going out there and just chatting it up with women. So I've got the real good insides for you. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to this amazing channel full of dating and relationship advice for you men to get daily notifications of relationship or dating advice that you need. Now let's get started. Trait number 1 is women love leadership skills in a man with a busy life. Now, don't get this misconstrued with a busy life. He's too busy to even have a relationship, but he's busy enough to be firm on what times that he's available to fit you in, because at the end of the day, we do like being a priority, but we don't like being the first priority in the attraction phase. So we want to see you established, meaning you don't have to be the richest guy, even though so many men think that you have to be, and oh, shame on you. But anyways, leadership skills are so important because it shows that you are powerful, that you know what you're talking about, and then you go after and conquer what it is that you want. And when you have a busy schedule, this also shows that your life is of value to yourself. So you're painting this picture of what your life is incredible that you've built for yourself, and the woman is wanting to see more about this, and it's intriguing to us. Trait number 2. It's a little bit like number 1, but you're passionate about something. So you talk about your passions. Maybe you are golfing and you're in a golf tournament or a golf club or whatever it is, you do something. And in the winter times, you go skiing actively. What is it that you're passionate about? And they talk about it. Trait number 3, someone that might not even know that he's hot. Okay, so men, here is a little bit of inside details for you. If you play the card of I'm not even that hot, meaning not coming from a place of bashing yourself because you're not hot, you don't say this out loud, but you give off the vibe that it's not always about your looks. And at the end of the day, you don't put your looks first and you don't put yourself on a pedestal and you don't even know that you're really that hot. But ultimately, the girl that looking at you thinks you're pretty damn fine. Next is you're opinionated. Okay, so you have two different things that go on here, and I want to be clear about this. You are the type of man that is opinionated but not respectful. That's not what I mean. You're a man that is opinionated in your beliefs and maybe whatever it is that comes to fruition for whatever conversation is happening in that particular moment. But your dialogue and how you communicate your opinion is respectful of others. You're not always saying yes, and you tend to disagree or agree when the time feels right for you because you are holding yourself to a standard. Next is you take things slow. All right, women love when men take things slow. And the reason being is because it shows us that you're invested in trying to get to know us, but also it doesn't give us the red flags that you are going hot and heavy too soon, which I've made a video about, and I'll put that in my video card above if this is something that you dive into relationships and get hot and heavy very fast. But this is complete opposite, is you take time to get to know this woman. You plan out dates and you get her excited to see you, meaning you're busy all week, but Friday night is the time that you're going to be able to see each other because of the fact that you've made plans. And you focus on that and you pay attention and you take things slow because at the end of the day, you know that this woman has to prove herself to you in order so she can have you, and the same thing vice versa. Next, this is significant, and this was one of mine, is a decisive male. Someone that is decisive and knows what the plans are, meaning doesn't go back and forth with you and spends a lot of energy saying, no, what do you want to do? No, what do you want to do? No, what do you want to do? Instead, like I always say, especially in my ebook, The 7 Common Mistakes That Men Make, ebook that I've gotten, and I'll put it in the description box below, I always say to give a woman options. And I also talk about this in my online dating success manual for men, and I'll put that description in the box below. But this is something that is so important. And when you come off as an indecisive male, then this is something that does not align to a woman, and she kind of can start thinking that you're a little flaky. So decisiveness shows a lot of power, and women are attracted to power. Next is you're stylish or you're just put together. You don't have to be the nicest fashion styled scent guy and fashion like one-on-one, but you do have to know a type of fashion trends that are going on and kind of align a style with who you are. I help you a lot. If you follow me on my Instagram, I help you a lot with style. I give you ideas, I give you clues on what to do, and I change up style depending on your personality type. So I'm not always focused on one-minded style. I do a lot. So if that is something that interests you, don't forget to check me out on Instagram because that's what I do for you men. Next is they talk in a deep voice. Women love that deep voice. They don't love a man that is insecure in his words and is not confident on how he comes off. So when you do a deep voice, this means that you're confident in what you give off. Am I trying to do a deep voice? That was really awkward. Anyways, next is they have a little stubble where they can just grow out a little bit of a beard, and they find that pretty attractive. A lot of women find this attractive, and we call it, like the 5 o'clock shadow or something like that, I think it's called. So stubble is really, really nice if it's something that you can do. And if not, don't worry about it. You have other things you can do. Next, this is my idea because I don't care who you are. If you have the cutest dog and I'm walking by you, you will be sure to know that I will come up to you and I will start chatting it up and talking to your dog and petting your dog and talking about you. And then all of a sudden I'm having a full-on conversation and I know your life story. That's just me. But at the end of the day, women love pets. They love dogs and they love cats. So it's so important, if you are an animal lover and you have the time, maybe it's time to invest in a dog, because especially if it's hard for you to meet women, and if you're an introvert, which I've done a video about, and I'll put that up there, how to approach a woman if you're an introvert. But this can really open up the avenue for a woman to approach you is by having a dog. Next, which is one of my personal favorites besides a dog, is you are smart and full of knowledge. Man, is there nothing bigger than a turn on than a man that I can learn from, that can give me mental stimulation, where I can go back and forth with him, where he gets what I'm saying, he understands what I'm saying, and at the end of the day, he challenges me to learn more. This is significant. And the way you can do this is just by research online. Online, we have everything at our fingertips, reading books, entering in classes, enrolling in workshops, whatever it is. That is so important, men. So if you have this, use it to your capability, because let me tell you, nerds are in. Next is he owns his lacks. Okay, so I had a client one time be so ashamed that he had gray hair, like salt and pepper hair, because he was only in his late 30s, and he said that he looked older. And I told him to send me a photo. Totally did not look older. It's all in your perspective, and it's about how you own it. So he used his gray hair as a lack quality when it was actually something pretty damn cool, because a lot of men don't experience this, and he could use this to his advantage. A lot of women don't look at that, and at the end of the day, it's pretty damn sexy. So bald, white hair, whatever it is, own it, because that's the true confidence that shines. Next is a pair of nice socks. You know when a man sits down and then his leg goes up and you see a pair of nice socks? Well, I mean, maybe not you guys, but we women do. I'm talking to you like if it's women, getting a little carried away with the socks, because you can tell how much that drives a woman. I am getting so caught up in this socks thing, but if your sock game is strong, then you've got something working for you. Next is your smell. Ooh. I talk about this so much in the attraction handbook that I've actually made. And smell is so important because it leaves a lasting impression, and it leaves a memory of you in this woman's mind for longer when you leave. It's so important. A next trait is your hands. Are they well polished? Are they too short nails? Are you biting them all the time? This is something that is so important. I talk about in my 2 weeks to get her now program, because of the fact that it can come off that you're nervous and fidgety if your nails are always being picked at and you're picking at them in front of her. So your hands are huge to women. At the end of the day, women do look at this. I know it sounds funny, but it's the truth. Next is an adventurous man. Like, what is it that you do? What is it adventurous about your life? You might have the suckiest job in the world, let's just be honest, but don't focus on that. What is it that you do outside of your sucky job? What is it that you like to do? Do you like to hike? Do you like to go snorkeling? Are you a deep diver? Do you like to go diving in the ocean? What is it that you like to do? Fishing, whatever it is, an adventure of something is so attractive. And lastly, not only is confidence the big umbrella thing here, the umbrella answer of everything that women are attracted to, but also confidence comes with dignity. But the last but not least, as a man that is respectful to himself, to her, and to everybody around him, meaning even that waiter that serves you that glass of wine. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, I love hearing from you. So please share your comments or some key points that probably you do that I didn't even mention in this video that you think that make you attractive to a woman, and I'd love to hear from you. So as always, I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.